受木星引力增强影响，地球将于37小时4分12秒后撞击木星。这是一场注定徒劳的救援。
mayday！ 气压降低，无法维持飞行生命。气压降低，无法维持。
The recent success of the Chinese blockbuster movie, The Wandering Earth, is breaking record in not only domestic box office, but also overseas. Copyright holders and authorities are trying to crack down on piracy. China's Copyright Administration is calling on the public to help report piracy and clean up their internet. Reportedly, the strategy is having some results. The Chinese Intellectual Property Administration are working together with the Telecommunication Department and the Police Department to crack down movie piracy. So far, we've got over 174 cases. For the domestic Chinese online users, the majority of the movie piracy websites are now being shut down in recent years. Online document sharing platform such as Baidu Yun is under strict regulation censoring potential movie piracy. Within stricter censorship under Chinese government regulation, the major streaming websites such as Tencent Video and iQIYI Video are priority authorization and cooperating with companies producing Hollywood blockbusters such as the Warner Bros. Similar to Netflix, people could pay monthly subscription fee to watch the movie legally as they want to. Chinese who live overseas, especially students study abroad, they are facing a more complex situation. Under the potential threat of copyright infringement, Chinese streaming sites are now allowed to distribute content overseas. So the Chinese audiences who study or work abroad have trouble finding legal streaming sites distributing media content with translated subtitle. Without strict regulation under Chinese government, Chinese media piracy site rises quickly and benefit numerous Chinese media users in mostly North America and European area. Chinese domestic user can also obtain content from those piracy sites by the access of VPN, a virtual network that breaks out of the government's online restriction. The online community such as Zimuzu benefit Chinese users with a more accurate and reasonable translation, such as making the cultural references more make sense to Chinese users. It also provides a range of movies that is not allowed to show in a Chinese theater. And that is why a lot of Chinese users need VPN to get access to it.
I use a streaming website called Donao from China, which target on Chinese people in foreign countries to see some movies.
So what is the reasons that you choose to use those Chinese streaming network?
Caption is one of the most important reasons because even though I can speak fluent English, it turns out that English movies has some dialects and accent that I cannot understand.
Do you find VPN helpful for you when you're back in your hometown?
Definitely. Due to the Chinese local policies, most of the international movies are limited, so VPN is necessary.
So if there's gonna be like a universal legal streaming network that is suitable for Chinese media users, would you subscribe or buy it? You'd rather just choose a movie piracy site?
I think it really depends. The problem is that the piracy websites are so universal that you can get access to it so convenient, and there's no punishment for that. So for me, I would rather see the piracy website. But if there's legal improvement on this kind of environment, I will be also willing to subscribe to those legal websites.
Even though some American streaming sites, including Netflix, are offering Chinese subtitles for overseas users, problems such as limited choice and inaccurate translation are still existing. Even if for Chinese audience like Jenny want to obtain media sources legally, there is no such site existing for them to enjoy an easy streaming experiences.